Nigeria. Welcome to a great outing on Newsline. I am Becky Madujemu. Thank you for joining us. Friday the 15th of January was a somber day for the nation. It was a moment to honor our fallen heroes for their gallantry. The Armed Forces Remembrance Day was marked with tributes to the soldiers who gave their lives for the peace and sovereignty of Nigeria. While highlighting events of the day, we will consider the plight of the families they left behind. Talking about family, we will celebrate identical twin brothers who recently clocked 80. They are distinguished personalities who will be sharing their interesting journey to inspire you. And we have a special report on conjoined twins and what their current situation is like. Also coming later are updates on several rape cases we are tracking and a crime of passion that saw the death of one of the partners. For now, I will give the spotlight to Claire Adilabu Abdurazak as she presents the news. Hello, Claire.
Hello, Becky. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the newsroom here in Abuja. And let's begin with infrastructural rehabilitation. And the rehabilitation of federal roads in Kogi State leading to the free flow of traffic is said to be a major milestone by the Buhari administration to improve the socio-economic status of the country. Jacob Sane reports that regardless, commuters appeal to the federal government to control the activities of security personnel on the federal highways to avoid unnecessary delays.
Road users plying the ever-busy Lokoja-Okene Expressway have given the federal government thumbs up for ensuring that traffic congestion often experienced is gradually fading away. Many others who spoke, including commercial vehicle drivers, businessmen, confirmed that they have never had it so good, especially most bad portions which previously caused delays were smoothened for uninterrupted traffic flow.
Road from Lokoja to Abuja is good.
You discover that quite a number of socio-economic infrastructures, road inclusive, are taking better shapes during this particular administration in this particular country. Vehicles now move very freely through all the nook and crannies of the country today, conscious of the fact that good roads in existence before have now become better in almost all parts of the country.
To be sincere, I won't tell you, there are a lot of work going on. Rehabilitating the road, most especially, I'm coming from Okene. If you go to Okene, you see the work. If you go to Mopa Amuro, from Kaba to Mopa Amuro, you see the work is going on there. I've been to all these places before coming.
It's very better than before. The road is okay because each time we used to pass before, the road is rather the level goes slow, everything. No, now I thank God, everything is okay there.
The vast federal highways and road intersection from the Mutala Bridge, Jamata, Natako Junction, Ganaja, and Ajaokuta areas experience free traffic flow as traveling from north, south, west, and east of the country to other from the seat of central government in Abuja was without tears. The remediation work is now completed on one part of Jamata Bridge, while the Abuja, Lokoja, Okene Road and Okene Bypass are motorable with several intersections now repaired.
Jacob Sane, NT News.
Interesting. Let's turn attention now to Gombe State, where there are indications that the people are very delighted to see combined efforts of the state and federal government in project execution yielding positive results. Emmanuel Akida reports that the indication is coming from the chairs of the benefiting communities by receiving Governor Muhammadu Inwa Yahya, who was on inspection of the projects.
Township road projects in the state capital are in steady progress. Therefore, the government is turning attention to the suburbs for uniform development. The works include gully erosion control that have taken severe dimensions, which are being handled by concerted efforts of the state and federal governments, having attracted helping hands of the World Bank. The problems are already causing difficulties to residents, especially Gombe State University community. In Malangina, the locals are happy with the health center under construction. Therefore, welcome the governor's entourage with cheers. In Urojuli, it is not only the roads construction and tackling menace of gully erosion, but also a skills acquisition center is underway. Another project of synergy by the state and federal governments under the Sustainable Development Goals targeted at a better life for the people.
We have projects virtually in all the local governments of the state. The whole world is faced by economic downturn as a result of COVID. Notwithstanding, we are working and we shall continue to work and we shall deliver in all aspects of human endeavor.
The cheers by the beneficiaries signal the promised change on the horizon in Gombe. Emmanuel Akila, NTA News.
And the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, has announced a total export receipt of crude oil and gas valued at $120.49 million for the month of September 2020, representing a 16.28% improvement on the $100.88 million recorded in August 2020. A statement by the Group General Manager, Group Public Affairs Division of the Corporation, Dr. Kenny Obatero, says out of the figure, proceeds from crude oil amounted to $85.40 million, while gas and miscellaneous receipts stood at $25.31 million and $9.78 million. The September 2020 monthly financial and operations report indicates a trading surplus of 28.38 billion naira, slightly lower than the 29.60 billion naira surplus in August 2020. This is as a result of lower contribution from the Nigerian Petroleum Development Company (NPDC), which recorded zero crude oil lifting from Okono Okpoho facility during the month due to ongoing repairs. However, other NNPC subsidiaries recorded surpluses over their previous month's performance. And in Lagos, the latest fire outbreak at Ijesha Market has again drawn attention to the necessity of ensuring utmost care and safety consciousness when citizens carry out their commercial activities. Amaka O reports that the outbreak suspected to have started when a cooking gas cylinder exploded inside one of the rooms converted into a shop affected 62 traders and 28 households.
At Ijesha Market in Mushin local government area, business activities in this axis have been affected by the fire that engulfed 11 shops and affected 8 tenants. The traders are counting their losses as they say that they just returned from market and stocked their shops, and behold, all the goods vanished in a twinkle of an eye.
What we lose there is not a little money. It's not a little money.
We want the government to help us. They should just help us because we don't even know where to start from. It's much, everything just gone down the drain.
Nothing. This is the clothes that they are wearing since yesterday.
And the money I borrowed from bank to store the goods in the shop, everything burned down.
We were able to contain the fire till around after 11 yesterday. Yes. We left it as a debris. We left some of our agents here. But unfortunately this morning, the debris took off again and the fire was we had to contain it again.
The fire actually started in this room. As you can see that we still have smoke emanating from what is left in the room. And sources say that it was as a result of the placement of a cooking gas side by side with some electrical appliances. This also draws attention to the need for people to be more cautious in the use of electrical appliances in their homes. It took the collaborative efforts of joint agencies responsible for providing help to put out the fire from Ijesha Market in Mushin local government area. Amaka O, NTA News.
Quite unfortunate there. The National Commission for Museums and Monuments has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Olaiya family to put an end to all suits concerning the demolition of the National Monument Ilojaba in Lagos. The epoch-making ceremony was witnessed by our correspondent Diola Kani Akere.
The Iloja Bar, originally known as Casa de Fernandez Restaurant and Bar, was built by the Fernandez family of Brazil in 1855 and later sold to Alfred Omolana Olaya in 1933. The building, after 100 years, was declared a national monument in 1956. This historic Brazilian-style architecture was demolished by some family members and developers to the consternation of the Commission. Director General of the National Commission for Museums and Monuments, at the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding, said it is a criminal offense for anyone to demolish a national monument. He appealed to Nigerians to protect monuments in their localities.
So Lagos is a developing city, so therefore I think we need to have a modern edifice there. So unknowingly, of the consequences, they went and brought this place down.
Representatives of the Olaya family and former Lagos State Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development described the event as the right step in the right direction.
We thank God that we have come to this stage, and I think what they were saying that we are supposed to suffer consequences, and I think that this thing has been waived off, because of this signing of this MOU.
First thing is that it is a plus for both sides. The Olaya family can now move ahead, get the structure redeveloped, and then it can yield some economic returns.
The Olaya family also handed over the original angel artifact that adorned the building to the Commission. This public-private partnership will bring on board a newly constructed monument with 7-floor structure and a space for a museum. In Lagos, Adeola Kamiakeri, NTA News.
And preparations for school resumption are still ongoing in Makurdi, the Benue State capital. Many schools have commenced disinfecting, cleaning of their premises, and that's in compliance with the COVID-19 directives ahead of resumption on Monday, January the 18th. Our correspondent Sandra Duwe-Sayakeme reports that school authorities have, however, expressed concern over the health status of the returning pupils and other students.
A visit to government and private schools in Makurdi, the Benue State capital, to assess their readiness for the resumption, witnessed staff of most schools disinfecting and cleaning up their environments. The school authorities say their schools are academically prepared to receive pupils and students with full adherence to all COVID-19 protocols.
We have non-contact or motorized wash hand or soap dispensers. Water and soap dispensers, non-contact, at strategic places.
We're making sure that our children will come back to school properly masked with our teachers too. We're also going to arrange our classes in such a way that there will be distance between one child and another.
However, some school authorities have expressed worry over the health condition of their pupils and students ahead of the resumption. They noted that if parents or guardians on their part do not ensure that their children or wards are free from the dreaded virus before resumption, they might transfer such to others when they converge for academic activities.
My fear is even not the school year. My fear is what are they bringing from their homes to the school. That's where my fear is. And that's why we have already made sure that the water will be ready, or is even ready at the gate there.
It's something we can't handle alone. So I just wish that parents on their side would also help us by providing face masks and sanitizers for the children in case, to augment the one the school is going to make available.
With resumption now setting for Monday the 18th January, the academic calendar is unlikely to be uniformed, at least for now, due to the disruptions in the past 1 year. In Makurdi, Sandra Duwe-Sayakeme, NTA News.
And Kaduna State Task Force on COVID-19 has evacuated 160 Almajiri children, including minors, from a school for operating without valid license and in violation of safety protocols. Mohammed Umar Ajingi tells us more.
From location to location they go,
on the streets of Kaduna begging for alms on daily basis. The recent spike in COVID-19 pandemic prompted the reinforcement of preventive measures and quick closure of all school activities to curb community transmission. The measures notwithstanding, these children go ahead with school activities in locations violating safety protocols. The rescued children are traced to 13 states in Nigeria, including some from neighboring Niger Republic, Burkina Faso, and Benin Republic. The Kaduna State government had, during the first wave of the pandemic, repatriated more than 30,000 children to their respective states of origin. In Kaduna, I am Muhammad Umar Ajingi, NTA News.
And every government institution seeks how to achieve quality education, but available statistics have indicated solution may still be far-fetched. But as it turned out, a member representing Tudunwada Dogwa Federal Constituency, who is also the House Leader, Al-Hassan Adodogwa, says the catalyst to raising education standard and also reducing the number of out-of-school children in Nigeria could be as simple as collective efforts of all tiers of government. Adodogwa said this during an award presentation by Tudunwada Zonal Education Center. Our correspondent Johanna Su Hassan Barrow was there.
A survey by the United Nations Children Fund, UNICEF, indicates that more than 13 million children are out of school in Nigeria, majority of them in the north. For this reason, member representing Tudunwada Dogwa Federal Constituency, Al-Hassan Adodogwa, renovated schools and provided them with furnitures to facilitate teaching and learning, this in addition to construction of new ones. Considering his immense contribution to the sector, the Tudunwada Zonal Education Board honored him to appreciate and encourage the leader for others to emulate.
This is a great achievement, really, and he has done a lot. Always acting in various activities such as education, health, and so on. He contributed a lot to the livelihood of our constituency, especially the youth empowerment.
Ours is just to thank him and compliment. Every important person in the society is also expected to play his own bit in the development of the educational sector. We are all beneficiaries of the educational development of our own communities. Without education, we would have not come to this level.
Rice Processors Association also used the medium to extend their gratitude, describing him as one out of hundreds. In Kano, Johanna Sasambaro, NTA News.
And following successful repelling of a Boko Haram Islamic State of West African province ISWAP terrorist attack on Mate with the destruction of 7 gun trucks by combined ground and air operations, the Directorate of Defense and Media Operations says the Air Task Force of Operation Lafia Dole has obliterated 6 more gun trucks and eliminated scores of terrorists attempting to reinforce their colleagues in the attack. Defense Media Operations DMO Coordinator Major General NHA says this occurred on the 9th of January 15 through the early hours of January 16, 2021, as the Nigerian Air Force helicopter gunships engaged the convoy of ISWAP gun trucks as they approached Mate access for reinforcement. The helicopters delivered accurate hits in multiple waves of attack, obliterating no fewer than 6 additional gun trucks, which were seen engulfed in flames across the battle space. Several other terrorists were mopped up in follow-up attacks as the helicopter gunships continued to strafe the fleeing ISWAP elements. And the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamo, has applauded the Police Mobile Force 9 Squadron, Kano, for repelling attacks on their convoy by bandits numbering about 100 along the Birin-Gwari-Funtua Highway. A statement by the force says, contrary to unconfirmed reports in sections of the media, the officers successfully repelled the attack and neutralized some of the some of them, while some scampered into the bush with gunshot injuries. Regrettably, 4 officers paid the supreme price during the exchange of gunfire, while an officer is still missing. However, the remaining 11 officers, led by their unit commander, successfully recovered the bodies and firearms of their fallen colleagues, while concerted efforts are being intensified to rescue the missing officer. Commiserating with the families of the officers who died in the service of the nation, the IGP assures that their death will not be in vain, noting that the force will not relent in its commitment to ensuring that activities of unscrupulous elements in the area and other parts of the country are checked. And the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, has approved the setting up of a National Identity Number NAIN Enrollment Center at the Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs in order to simplify the process of registration for diplomats. A statement by the Technical Assistant Information Technology to the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Femi Adeluyi, indicates that the desk will be set up by Tuesday, January 19, 2021. The center, which is set up based on the requests of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Jeffrey Onyama, underscores the importance of the national identity number, as it is mandatory for diplomats who will reside in Nigeria for a continuous period of 2 years or more. Meanwhile, it is also mandatory for all other lawful residents of the country, as stated in Section 16 of the National Identity Management Commission Act 2007. The Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy says it remains committed to creating an enabling environment for all Nigerians and legal residents to obtain their digital identity number, the statement adds. President Muhammadu Buhari warmly rejoices with the former Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Chief Emeka Anyoko, on his 88th birthday, congratulating the seasoned diplomat for a life that keeps learning and growing in wisdom, knowledge and experience. The President acknowledges the worthy contributions of Chief Anyoko to the development of the country and consistently projecting Nigeria as a great nation. He extols the statesmanship of Chief Anyoko in always counseling leaders and the citizenry alike and using his extensive network of international friends to support the country's efforts in deepening good governance, democracy and sustainable development. President Buhari prays that Almighty God strengthens Chief Anyoko in good health and grants him the grace for greater support to the nation he loves so much. Right, let's bring you sports now. Nigeria's Golden Eaglets target Wafu B Under-17 tournament trophy. DJ Makinde has this and other stories and sports updates.
Golden Eaglets are in high spirits and have assured on taking their chances against Cote d'Ivoire in the final of Wafu B Under-17 tournament in Lomé on Monday. Captain of the team, Chukwuemeka Egbu, speaking after their training session on Sunday, calls for more support as they continue on the path of development agenda set up by the Nigeria Football Federation.
I believe that our team are going to put everything into place. Right from the blast of the whistle to this end, we are going to be a very good side. We are going to defend as a team.
Youth Sports Federation of Nigeria is intensifying preparations for the 38th edition of Ramat Cup from February 5 to 13 at the Kano Pillar Stadium in Kano. Organizers have ruled out prerequisites for participation, including a maximum weight of 58 kilograms and a height of 1.75 meters to states who are expected to conclude their playoffs on 27th January. Still on football, 10-man Abia Warriors were held to a 1-1 draw by FC Ifeanyi Uba on match day 5 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Eyimba International beat Kano Pillars by 2-1, while Lobby Stars recorded the same scoreline in their encounter with Dakada FC. Meanwhile, in the Premier League, Manchester United forced defending champions Liverpool to a goalless draw at Anfield in a matchday 18 encounter on Sunday, as the Red Devils moved 2 points clear ahead of Leicester City and Liverpool dropped to third. In tennis, Organizers of the Australian Open insist more players will undergo the mandatory 2 weeks quarantine after another positive COVID-19 test was recorded on a flight from Doha to Melbourne. 3 other players have also tested positive, as Britain's Heather Watson is one of 47 players confined to their hotel rooms ahead of tennis' first Grand Slam, which serves off February 8 at the Melbourne Park. With sports update, Ayodeji Makinde, NTA News.
And President Muhammadu Buhari condoles with the Ketebu family in Bayelsa State Government over the passing of former Nigerian ambassador to Ireland, Dr. Bolere Ketebu. The president recalls that the deceased served her country creditably in several capacities, including President, National Council of Women Societies, Secretary to Bayelsa State Government, and Member House of Representatives. President Buhari praised that God grants repose to the soul of the departed and comforts those she left behind to mourn her. Meanwhile, the president has also commiserated with family, friends and associates of former Minister of Commerce and Industry, Senator Jibril Martin Square, who died at the age of 78. The president condoles with Agoiwoye community, government and people of Ogun State over the passing of the legislator in the Third Republic and a Fourth Republic Minister of State Finance, as well as Minister of Commerce and Industry, bringing with him many years of experience from the banking sector. President Buhari believes Martin Square will be sorely missed for his insight on issues of development, particularly in tailoring budgets that reflect needs of the people, and prays that the soul of the deceased rests in peace. All right, let's take a look at the weather forecast. I'm sorry, we do not have weather, but let's take a short commercial break. Don't forget, the delectable Becky will be back after the commercials with her baggage full of ceremonies.
Dear customer, link your Airtel number to your national identification number today. Here are easy ways you can do it. Dial *121*1# on your Airtel line and follow the prompts on the screen. Type in your 11-digit government-approved NIN number. You will receive a confirmation message to confirm your entry. You can also visit www.airtel.com.ng/NIN to link your phone number to your NIN. If you do not know your NIN, simply dial *346# to get it. No stress, no wahala.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Imagine the joy that fills your heart when you have just given birth. Whatever your size, we got you.
Follow the grandmother. Mama, what is the baby?
With our Buy Right chat, you can get the best mattress that goes with your body weight. Don't just buy a mattress, buy a Vitafoam mattress.
The name of the baby is Stella.
Vitafoam, the fine art of living.
My honeycomb, my flavored chocolate, a yakpa for you now.
I'm coming.
Come, let me spoil you. Look, this is not boil or abscess. Now money.
I'm gonna show for Kenny's Lounge right now. Babes, yakpa for you.
Find your first. Get a Glow special data plan. Dial *777# Glow.
Like a bird needs wings to fly, you need skills to be productive. No matter the level of your education, ITF can train you to acquire skills in areas like mechatronics, metal machining, facility technology, electronics and computer networking, information and communication technology, ICT, culinary art, and agriculture. Acquire a skill and transform yourself from being unemployed to becoming even an employer. Be a valuable Nigerian youth. Say no to unemployment and poverty.
I'll spread my wings and fly so high. I'll reach for the stars, yeah, it's time.
Industrial Training Fund, developing the nation's human resource.
While the city slept, we installed a board in the middle of a park with something special hidden inside. We wondered if people would notice. They didn't, so we invited Nigerians to add their polls to the scene, whichever way they chose to. Some literally added their own polls. Some sang, others rapped, and even recited poetry. As they added their polls, the board came alive. Hidden figures broke free from obscurity, inspired by the crowd expressing themselves.
You know you can't do anything.
Because why blend in when you can stand out? NTN polls. Do you? Dial star 406 hash to join.
When babies arrive, they open the door to more blessings and more good things. So let's start your baby's journey in comfort with the Huggies Happy Home Bonanza. Win your baby a beautiful new home, a brand new car, up to $1 million in cash rewards, shopping vouchers, and lots of instant airtime. Just buy any special Huggies pack. Scratch the promo sticker on pack to start winning. Buy now and win to bring your baby up in comfort. Huggies for all night dryness and comfort.
Staying with us. Sacrifice denotes surrendering or offering something valuable for the sake of other considerations. For the soldier, that valuable possession happens to be life, which is surrendered for the sake of peace, expecting nothing in return. Defense correspondent Najatu Tijani reports that the gallant act has earned such departed ones the name fallen heroes.
Behind-the-scene images of war when a soldier is injured in the line of duty to his country. Sometimes the soldier is maimed, other times he succumbs to his injuries, like Colonel Ahiru Chiroma Bako did in September 2020 fighting Boko Haram. The colonel, who was the commander of 25 Task Force Brigade of Operation Laifia Doli, was severely wounded in battle and lost 3 of his men. Days later, the military commander succumbed to injuries at a hospital in Borno State. The late soldier is credited with leading several successful raids against the terrorists and was described by the Chief of Army Staff as a hero. For Lieutenant Commander Thompson Adekoya of the Nigerian Navy, a routine air dispatch of electoral materials to ensure timely delivery led to his death when the helicopter he was flying crashed. Similarly, Commander Murtala Muhammad Dabu, also of the Nigerian Navy, lost his life in a helicopter crash in Bayelsa in 2012. These officers, described as gallant, have one thing in common. They died actively defending the rights of Nigerians and have earned the right to be called fallen heroes. Previously, the term was used to describe soldiers who died on the battlefield, as the case of Wing Commander Stephen Hedima of the Nigerian Air Force illustrates. Described as a loyal, hard-working officer who accepted new assignments and discharged them satisfactorily, Wing Commander Hedima's Alpha Jet went down during an air interdiction mission against Boko Haram in 2015. In a viral video, the seasoned pilot maintained his composure in the face of death at the hands of terrorists, earning him the fallen hero status. He and countless others who have died in the line of duty have since been immortalized in various projects named after them. A sacrifice which the Minister of Defense says should be honored by remembering them.
There is nothing we can do to bring them back. But certainly, the Ministry of Defense or the nation as a whole will not forget the services of your brothers, husbands, and your children.
These men and countless known and unknown soldiers whose memories live on in the hearts of their families and whose memories and heroic acts are revered on Armed Forces Remembrance Day, marked January 15 every year, are a true testament to the words, "Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends, and in this case, his country," making it possible for citizens to sleep soundly while he fights on to defend the rights of citizens and keep them safe.
Tear-jerking one, and we salute their bravery. Now, Nigeria's fallen heroes are the brave soldiers who answered the ultimate call while fighting to protect the country. In most cases, they sacrificed their lives for the sovereignty of the nation. While we remember them, it's important to spare a thought for the families they left behind. Emid Young Umo reports on how some are faring.
Joy of having a job after years of graduation from school to some is indescribable, while some see it as luck. But oftentimes, some of these jobs do not stand the test of time. Example of this set of people are members of the armed forces who serve, and most of them die while in active service, leaving their families stranded. Here, this was the only means of livelihood for such family. The experience after the death of these heroes is better imagined. Some widows of the fallen heroes narrate their ordeals.
Since my husband died, my life is so poor. I get 6 children. All of them, no one goes school. They want to go school and not get money to put them. Some want to go there and work or not get money to put them. You get some time when we sleep hungry for house.
Since my husband left, my children was in school. No one come out of school. Up till this day, 6 of them have finished university by the grace of God. But nothing to work to help me as a mother.
After the departure of my husband, their life is so pressed, so hard, so difficult. What do I take to maintain the children?
A day, however, is set aside every year to commemorate the efforts of these brave men. But is this enough for those who sacrifice their lives for the peace of the nation?
If you come like this, before we go, 1,000, 2,000, you don't reach anything.
As for my own side, I want government to help my 6 children who have finished university without work. If they can help me 1 or 2, give them work to help me, I would not be coming here.
Governor Odom, our digital governor, is trying to make sure they bring us in. But this thing always lost in transit. Most of the time we didn't see most of those things.
However, the Akwa Ibom state government have promised to improve the living standard of the family of the fallen heroes.
We must not only utter words of encouragement and appreciation, but must pay our thoughts and wallets to the families they left behind. We must not allow the memories of the gallant men and women whom we are honoring here today rot in the wilderness of neglect, squalor, and forgetfulness. We must honor their sacrifices by lending our shoulders to their survivors and soak their veins with love, care, and eternal gratitude.
The families of the fallen heroes are hopeful that lines will fall in pleasant places for them, as they will be remembered for good.
To government for remembering the families of the fallen heroes. To crime matters, police in Delta State are still piecing the puzzle together to unravel the mystery behind the death of a councillorship candidate, Elliot Ofa, in the forthcoming council election in Delta State. He was allegedly killed by suspected kidnappers. The incident has thrown his family and the community into a state of mourning as they seek justice. Rosemary Omani reports from the home of the victim in Ugara, Ethiopia West local government area.
Of a family of Ogara Town, Ethiopia West local government area is thrown into mourning. This is arising from the news that suspected herdsmen have killed their son, Ogene Tega Elliot Ofa. Before his untimely death, the councillorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, was in company of 2 other councillorship candidates and 2 non-contestants. It is said that when the herdsmen attacked the vehicle, 2 occupants escaped, while 2 others were kidnapped, leaving only the deceased dead. Bereaved family believes their son was not killed by the herdsmen, but was only assassinated by those. They are optimistic the police will fish out soon.
I want to call on the IG of police, Edo Police Command, and Nigerians to diligently and justly investigate those who killed my brother.
News crew also visited the chief mourner, wife of the deceased, Rukewe Elliot Offa, who has a 3-month-old baby.
And after 2 to 3, we were outside. They called that where is the location. He now told them that he's in his compound. Immediately they came, he carried the baby to me, said he's coming the next day. Not up to 30-40 minutes. Story.
DPO Oben Police Station, Edo State, the place of incident, through the phone confirmed the killing. The Delta State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Onome Onowakuyeya, had this to say.
It didn't happen within our jurisdiction. The police in Edo are the ones investigating.
Body of the deceased has since been deposited in a morgue in Oben, place of attack.
Police have their hands full, and whenever there's something new, we shall notify you. A 61-year-old father in Dange Shuni local government area of Sokoto State is on the wrong side of the law because he chose to manage his son's mental issues unprofessionally. He actually concluded that the boy was possessed by demons and therefore tied him up. Shehu Mohammed Dati reports that he is also accused of starving the 12-year-old child.
61-year-old Salisu lives in Rugadubu village in the Gishinu local government of Sokoto State with his 12-year-old son Bello. The father and son are in the limelight because the father was accused of tying the son and stabbing him.
We only want justice for the Bello.
These women groups got to know about Bello's ordeal when his story went viral on social media, showing how Salisu had been tying Bello and refusing to feed him. The women groups traced the family and reported the case to the police, and the father was arrested.
As you can see, this is Bello, the victim, who was tortured, tied by the father, and thrown inside food barn at the back of his house, in order to prevent him from going out or moving around, and he was not being properly fed.
Salisu Garba confessed to tying the son because, according to him, the boy was possessed by demons, and he is afraid of what will happen when Bello leaves the house unnecessarily, but he denied stabbing him.
Ana zargina da ina ɗarmin shi, kuma na ba da amsar lalle na ɗarmin shi, kuma akalla ni ban taɓa ɗarmin ne ba kai kwana uku. Da na ɗarme shi da dare duk ina saki ne da sa'i. Sai gobe kuma sai kuma ɗarme shi. Sai ban magani ne sai na koma gani ne sannan kuma in ni dare yayi in ɗarme shi akan kai ya tafi.
Bello's mother Hawa'u, who is separated with the father, said she got to know of her son's ordeal from the neighbors and that she had tried to see her son, but the father had denied her access to him. Hawa'u said her son does not have any ailment that will warrant his father putting him in chains.
To ni dai gaskiya ba san wani dalili wannan ne ba saboda dai na rabu da shi ne dai kawai. To shi mahaifin ya ce bai bugun shi kuma yana ba shi abinci. Yana ba shi abinci yace. To ai shera ni tunda ba tare da shi nake ba ban iya in gane haka nan, amma shi yaro ai ya faɗi duk inda yake zama ya faɗi. Ya tabbata yaro akan ba a bashi abinci, yaro bai da ciwon ko ni in ba rashin abincin da bai bashi ba shi a gudan yawa tai.
The Arewa women groups and the Human Rights Network are now providing care for Bello as investigation continue to ensure that the law takes its course.
Poor kid went through hell. We hope he gets holistic treatment as the case progresses. The story on cue is a crime of passion. Now, the Benue State Police Command has confirmed the death of Chidinma Ako, who was set ablaze by her lover, Esther Alex, in the wee hours of Monday, January 11 in Makurdi. Ode Moses Ajawu reports that the suspect is currently in police custody.
The incident, which occurred in the early hours of Monday, January 11, 2020, in Yandef Street, Wadata, in Makurdi, the Benue State capital, left Chidinma Uma with a third-degree burn, resulting to his death barely 24 hours after. Narrating the ordeal, the suspect, a prospective 100-level law student of the Benue State University, Makurdi, says she suffered various degrees of inhuman treatment in the hands of the boyfriend.
They got pregnant for him. He gave so many reasons for me to abort the child. Then the child was 2 months plus. When I started living with him, I now got pregnant again. You have to bring him out to the house. I will lie on the floor and then they will be on the bed. The extent that some of them even come to fight me, they'll beat me, and then I was pregnant.
She further stressed that despite the agony, she never envisaged her actions would amount to such negative end.
I didn't choke him. After we gist, then he was trying to touch me, I refused. Then he forced me, then we had sex. After the sex, we now slept off. Before I now wake up at night, I went and carried the food. And I poured it on the rug. I poured it on the rug. And I lighted the fire.
The 17-year-old noted that within the over 4 years of their relationship, she has had over 3 abortions, with the recent one, which almost claimed her life. Mrs. Faith Ongu, a neighbor to the deceased, shares her experience.
Moga wake up to go easy himself. He see fire and he shout Jesus. He carry children, come outside. At that time, the people from downstairs they quench him. They call the guy to come outside. They come outside. So everybody said the boy no dey inside. Once you quench fire finish, one man enter inside the room. See the boy lie down, they sleep. They touch the boy, say call him now. The boy run. Come inside this general kitchen. Come lie down there. They shout, Esther don't kill me, Esther don't kill me.
She maintained that the relationship between the two lovers has consistently generated ripples, but never expected it to lead to the deceased untimely death. A visit to the residence of Esther at Zakibian Street to interact with the parents proved abortive, as her house was under lock and key. Police Public Relations Officer Sewese Anene, while expressing shock at the incident, appealed to parents and guardians to wake up to their responsibilities at all times.
Late last year, we had a case of a man who set ablaze himself and his girlfriend. An 18-year-old girl who set her boyfriend ablaze. She took to her heels, but was arrested the same day. She's in custody. Unfortunately, the victim died. The suspect is still in custody. She will tell us better why she did what she did.
She noted that the act, which is alien and barbaric to the culture of the Benue people, is the second of its kind within a short period of time. The remains of the deceased, Elvis Chidinma Uma, has since been buried in his hometown in Unsuka local government area of Enugu State.
Relationship is toxic, it's better to walk away. Do expect a follow-up on that murder case. Time to pull back for a break. Be right back. Stay with us.
Are you ready for this?
Let me hear you, AJ.
Ready for this?
Give me some bass.
That good for you?
Nice, AJ.
Just one.
Bring it out.
Just one.
Double it.
Just one.
was born hungry for success. It's the Nigerian way.
Glow gets it. Champions stay hungry. Oh yeah. Glow gets it big time.
One more for sure.
Champions go the distance and then go further.
Glow, the heart of a champion.
Whether you like it or not, the dryness and dust is coming. And this time, it might not give up that easily. But do the people have the power to shake it off?
Well, of course they do, and you do too. Kick dry skin to the curb and get smooth, intensely nourished skin with Nivea's deep moisture lotions and lip balm.
Give your skin the love it deserves and kick dry skin to the curb. Get a free Nivea roll-on with purchase of select Nivea body lotion.
Susu is fine. No, she's not crying, oh. But we are watching cartoon. Ask grandma, I'm the one that used to take care of Yabo that time. Take your time. I will call you back. Your daddy is calling.
Explore without limits. Turn it up on MTN, the reliable data network.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. Its great value, it protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
collect for school. Hoping I won't withdraw from your account, but you no carry in card. Hey, written them go use. Na momo them go use. Na momo agents them go use you. Sissy Ronke won't pay light bill. Plus Richard Go TV. Nishi for no go Miss Telemundo. Tamuno say she won't buy data for phone. Written them go use. Na momo them go use. Na momo agents them go use you.
Now, with your Momo agent, you fit send and receive money, plus to withdraw money for your bank account without card or data. You fit also buy airtime and data or pay any kind bill where you want. Just dial *223# to see the Momo agent when near you. Momo agent. Safe, fast, no wahala.
Now let's open our social diary. The ancient city of Zaria was agog with personalities from all walks of life who converged on the palace of the Emir of Zauzau to witness the turbaning of Mariam Aliu Abdullahi as the Jagaban Matan Zauzau. Take a look.
It is not often that the women folk go to places in this part of the country. On this day, however, women from different endeavor trooped to the palace of the Emir of Zazzau in solidarity with one of their own, Mariam Aliu Abdullahi, as she is turbaned as Jagaban Matan Zazzau by the Emir, Ambassador Ahmad Nuba Mali. cited Mariam Abdullahi's contributions to the socio-economic, political developments and peaceful coexistence in the country as reasons for the recognition. In line with tradition, the new Jagaban Matan Zazzau dropped back to her family house and acknowledged cheers and greetings from people. Some of the dignitaries that attended the turbaning exalted Mariam Aliyu Abdullahi.
When you look at Ajia Mariam's habit and culture, she's a woman that loves everybody and loves peace. Her motto is peace.
Whoever lives with Hajia will tell a lot about a kind of activities. Hajia is a philanthropist. She has helped a lot of people. She has been doing good to both family member and outside family member. That's why whenever you see Hajia, you see crowd. And the number of crowd that you see around here will tell you that yes, Hajia is a woman of people.
Still is a well-deserved title because I think it's because of her philanthropic activities, helping people, her charitable activities that made them to recognize her efforts.
What is happening today, Mama merits it. Mama is a woman that loves people. He has served humanity. All the days of her life, all she does is, what can I do to put smile on somebody's face? So for this honor, I'm telling you, she merits it.
She's somebody we know since we are coming up as children, and we know her worth, and we know her contribution towards women. As far as we are concerned, she's a very nice person, and I'm sure this turbaning today will not be a regret.
She is a good woman, an excellent human being. She's humble.
The elated Jagaban Matan Zazzau says the title will spur her to do more to humanity.
I'm short of words, but to thank Allah for this recognition done to me by Zazzau Emirates.
Allah ne ke bada mulki ga wanda ya so, kuma shi ke hana mulki ga wanda ya so. Shi ya bani ya ce a bani.
The guests and others were treated to a variety of entertainment.
One is so happy for her, and congratulations to a woman of substance. It was celebration galore as the Sarkin Sudan of Kontagora, Alhaji Seidu Namaska, honored the federal lawmaker Abdullahi Idris Garuba, representing Kontagora, Mariga, Wushishi, Mashegu Federal Constituency, with the traditional title of Jagaban Kontagora. The traditional title, which is being conferred on an individual for the first time in the emirate, is in recognition of the lawmaker's contributions to the growth of the emirate and beyond. Speaker, House of Representatives Femi Gbajabiamila was among dignitaries who graced the occasion. Mukhtar Abubakar will capture the sights and sounds of the ceremony for Newsline.
As part of the activities lined up for the turbaning ceremony of the member representing Kontagora, Mariga, Wushishi, Mashegu Federal Constituency at the Green Chamber, Abdullahi Idris Garba, dignitaries from within and outside the country converged on the premises of the government lodge in Kontagora, Niger State, to identify with the celebrant who was conferred with the traditional title of the Jagaban Kontagora a few weeks ago by the Sarkin Sudan of Kontagora, Alhaji Saidu Namaska. Variety of performances characterized a gala night prior to the turbaning.
no can be better than honor coming from your people.
I'm from the United States, from Atlanta, Georgia. Very humble man, and I think that he is all about helping people in the community.
The people he gathered here, he has shown that he's a man of people, and he's a non-tribalistic man.
He's somebody who is simple and productive.
The presence of fleet of aircrafts on the Kontagora airstrip the following morning conveying dignitaries, especially members of the National Assembly led by the Speaker, House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, was an indication that an icon was recognized. The arrival of the dignitaries signaled the commencement of the turbaning ceremony, with the celebrant Abdullahi Idris Garba submitting himself to the Tukurawa at the Adere House, from where he was taken to the inner chamber of the Sultan Sudan of Kontagora for the turbaning as provided by the Emirates tradition. Shortly after the coronation, the monarch Alhaji Saidu Namaska urged the celebrant to continue the good work he is doing. The Speaker, House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, thanked the Emir for the honor, saying it is an honor to the House of Representatives.
I say so because you have honored a very distinguished, a worthy ally, a dependable representative, a true friend, and a compatriot. I know he will do even more.
As part of the tradition of the Emirates, the first Jagaban Kontagora was escorted on horseback to his residence.
This is a person that has served us for many years, and he has served us meritoriously.
Just like the king has said, it is my contribution to the community, and the people of the council said I am one of the best they've ever gotten. That's why I've been voted 4 times, and I'll continue to do the good work I'm doing.
Say congratulations to the first Jagaban of Kontagora. Now, in demonstration of his love and affection for orphans, former Senator of Katsina Central, Abubakar Sadiq Yaradua, constructed a 1,000 capacity orphanage with a model primary school at Keita local government area of Katsina State. Same day the facility was handed over to the appropriate management, the founder gave out his daughter, Dr. Kaltum Abubakar Sadiq, in marriage to Aliyu, an engineer. Shewa Demo reports.
The projects Gidan Maria Orphanage and Primary School were named after the late grandmother of the initiator and founder of the orphanage, Senator Abubakar Sadiq Yaradua. The orphanage will provide the basic needs of the orphans in terms of education, healthcare, food, and clothes to give them a sense of belonging. Governor Aminu Bello Masari described the gesture as the first of its kind among the political class in the state, saying it will go a long way in reducing out-of-school children and harnessing the potentials of the orphans.
The contribution of the school to the society, the contribution of the orphanage to the society is immeasurable.
National Chairman of Jamaatul Izalatul Bidiyah wa Iqamatul Sunnah, Sheikh Abdullahi Balalo, expressed gratitude for the gesture and promised to run the orphanage in line with the let-down standard. The initiator and founder of Gidan Maria Orphanage and Primary School and former senator representing Katsina Central, Abubakar Sadiq Yaradua, said the project started 8 years ago is expected to accommodate 1,000 orphans and provide their basic needs. To ensure the sustainability of the orphanage, Senator Abubakar Sadiq Yaradua donated a land located along the Katsina industrial area for the use of the orphanage to generate income for its smooth running. He also announced a donation to the orphanage of 2 million naira out of the over 2.1 million naira family contributions for the wedding of his daughter. He similarly gave the orphanage the money Katsina State government donated to him for the wedding.
It is an obligation for those who can to support and help orphans. It's part of our religion. So, and that has influenced me a lot.
From the inauguration and handing over of the Gidan Maria Orphanage and Primary School, the entourage moved to Bani Kumasi Jumad Mosque, GRA Katsina, where Sheikh Abdullahi Balalo presided the wedding fatiha of Dr. Kaltum Abubakar Sadiq and her groom Aliyu after a payment of 100,000 naira as dowry.
patient with each other. They need to understand each other and make sure that they accommodate the values, the likes and dislikes of one another.
I pray to Almighty God that they shall have a peaceful stay as husband and wife, and they shall exercise all the restraint to ensure that they are honest to each other.
Governor Aminu Bello Masari represented the bride, while personalities from different walks of life attended the wedding.
What a special day. Congrats to the couple and thanks to Senator Yaradua for coming through for the orphans. Now, he was born 28 years ago in Lagos and determined to ensure the happiness of everyone around him. He pursued his passion. What's more, to become more responsible and boast about that. Yes, he entered into an agreement with Cupid, the god of love, and today that relationship has got people rejoicing with him. Wondering what I'm talking about? Then listen to Annie Daniels.
Yellow light is and his desire to have somebody to share and live out his dreams with. That dream is actualized as the handsome musical artist sang and danced into the heart of his better half and love of his life.
Now you are responsible. And what brings that responsibility? It is your ability to be patient, because women will always be women. God bless this marriage.
We have over the years been inculcating some moral values and religious values into them, and I sincerely and I pray that those ones will come to play when they begin their home.
Because my son is getting married, it's a big joy. I'll be expecting this kind of thing, and God make it to come to pass. I give God all the glory.
I'd advise the couple to be very, very patient with one another and ensure that their quarrel, it's settled between them.
I wish them the best in their life till the rest of their life. And I pray by the power of the Most High God. Twins is coming very soon in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ.
God will give Omolade the kind of daughter she is to me. Whenever I see her, I smile. I'm always happy. She's a girl you can always ask for from God.
If you see the groom's father relate with Dami, you would think Dare and Dami were children of the same father.
It was a beautiful sight to behold as the couple's love and admiration for each other could not be hidden. Check this out. Oh, did I forget to inform you that there was an engagement before now where Oluwafemi and his family presented all that were required by the bride's family to solidify their relationship.
She's a very beautiful woman. I'm proud of her any day, anytime. And then she now has the character of a godly and homely woman. And that's what attracted me to her. It made me stick to her finally.
He's lovely. I love his personality. Like we gelled almost immediately when we met. So he's a very lovely person.
The groom, Oluwafemi Ojelade, is the son of the general manager of NTA Akure, Segun Ojelade, and trusts the NTA family. They were fully on ground to rejoice with one of their own.
That was an exciting wedding ceremony. I was even dancing along. And I say happy married life to the beautiful bride and dashing groom. Moving on, twin octogenarians Hassan and Hussein Sumonu are national assets. At 80, the identical twins, both engineers, have recorded remarkable achievements, which is why they are role models to many. Recently, I had the privilege of celebrating their new age with them. Take a look.
Dr.
Dr. Hassan Sumonu and his twin Hussein Sumonu are legends in the field of engineering. They turned 80 on the 7th of January 2021.
The purpose of the creation of any human being is the service to God Almighty and our fellow human beings.
I feel that what I should be doing from now onwards is how I will meet my God in peace. When you are fulfilled, I am fulfilled. God Almighty has given me what I prayed for him to do for me.
This life of fulfillment wasn't an easy journey. Though natives of Oshogbo in Osun State, Hassan and Hussein began their early life in Ghana. Upon their return to Nigeria, they went on to study engineering at the Yaba College of Technology. After graduation, the twins gained employment with the Federal Ministry of Works in Lagos. As Pan-Africans, they were interested in protecting the rights of workers. Hassan ultimately became the founding president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, in 1978, a position he held for 6 years.
I changed my prayer. I said, oh God, you know of the 9 of us contesting, you know who has the best intentions to serve the best interests of Nigerian workers and Nigerian nation. Whoever it is among the other 8 contestants, please get that person elected. If it is me, get me elected. So that was how I got elected.
I was the one they carried. They carried her as the winner of the list, and the newspaper people photographed me.
And your brother was there. They didn't carry him up that
He
way.
was inside the hall, yes.
So that was a good thing. Being a twin, I think she enjoys that.
Yes, I enjoyed that.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Sumanus couldn't celebrate their day together. While Hassan was in Oshogbo with his family, Hussein had a very low-key get-together at his Lagos home with just family. There was also an event on Zoom where members of the Sumanu family across the world paid tributes to their beloved patriarchs. Meanwhile, felicitations came from high and low places. From President Muhammadu Buhari to state governors, Comrade Hassan was congratulated for his service to God and humanity.
Let's give all the glory to the Almighty Allah. First and foremost, as a practicing Ahmadi Muslim, I know through the Quran and the Hadith that the Almighty Allah has a purpose for creating a human being. And the purpose is to serve the Almighty God and our fellow human beings.
I walk about briskly 11 times or so. I do calisthenics, I do shadow boxing, I do press-ups.
No wonder, I can tell. That's good. On the home front, they are blessed with loving spouses, children and grandchildren who are doing well locally and internationally.
They were in Yabatech. I was in Queensborough. But we meet at the forum, the Islamic forum. The real plus that he has is being religious conscious. Somebody who is conscious of God around him.
He's open-minded and he's very understanding. And another thing I learned about him, I'm married and I love the way he relates with his wife.
As a parting shot, the Sumonu twins have nuggets of wisdom for the younger generation.
I would like our youth to concentrate on having, skills that they can use, to fend for themselves, that can give them the blessings from the Almighty God.
They should put God first in all that they do, be you Christian, Muslim or animist.
Yes, wishing the Sumonu twins good health and more years. Let's take a short break now. More to come on Newsline.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. It's great value, a protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
See how much it now looks better. Golden pennies and Movita. New look, the same great taste. Golden pennies and Movita.
New look, same great taste with natural ingredients. Contains proteins that help maintain a balanced diet.
New look, the same great taste.
Golden Penny Semovita, your soul food.
It's the natural ingredients and rich flavor of Knorr that brings people together.
Confidence is important in life's little moments. Strong teeth can help, even if they get her into trouble sometimes. A great smile is useful to break the ice, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Its antibacterial action formula gives them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent Triple Protection 123.
This is the Wilson family last week. This is the Wilson family this week. What's changed? What? The Wilson family got maximum entertainment for less, and now they're closer than ever. Your family can be too.
How does this work?
With world-class international channels that put the quality back in your quality time.
That's what I'm talking about.
GoTV Max will bring you and your family closer in no time. So upgrade to GoTV Max for only 2,999 naira today. Make you enjoy. GoTV. Love it.
Nigerian youths are about the greatest asset the country has at the moment. It is therefore not surprising that the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari is strategically responding to the yearnings of the youth through multiple projects and programs. Youth entrepreneurship support years by Bank of Industry, the Youth Investment Fund by the CBN, and several other conditional cash transfer programs. Recruitment of 774,000 social workers, majority of whom are youths, and so many other projects that are beneficial to youths directly or indirectly. If the administration can do all this, definitely with a degree of patience and time, it can achieve more. Nigerian youths must come together to say no to terrorism, no to vandalism, and no to all disruptive tendencies. Hashtag Youth for Greater Nigeria. Pacifying the youths, unifying the nation.
A new edition of TV Guide is out with special focus on the game changer, His Excellency Governor Abdullahi Sule of Nasarawa State. Broadcasting in a digital economy, Maxwell Logo gives an insight. This edition also features Nancy Naji of AIT, a name synonymous with business. Meet the NCDC boss, Dr. Chikwe Ihekweazu. TV Guide, your indispensable companion, also x-rays the relevance of social media in the modern society. Meet some TV professionals who have impacted their spaces and other inspiring stories in sports, entertainment, and lots more. Grab a copy at the vendor near you or NTA stations nationwide. TV Guide, your indispensable companion.
A food crisis is brewing, and our tables will soon be empty if the world's population continues to increase and food production decreases.
We're not producing enough for our population.
I will do better if I can get source, financial source.
Catch new episodes of Farm and Fortune every Monday at 5:30 p.m. on NTA Network.
Wednesday, the 30th of December 2020, 6-year-old Safarao Muhammad of Zango community in Jamari local government area of Bauchi State was attacked by suspected ritualists who cut off her privates. Now, 19-year-old Abdul Kadri Wada, the principal suspect, has been arrested in Nasarawa State. Mahmoud Ibn Mohammed reports that the Bauchi State Police Command has recovered the mutilated parts.
It's the unfortunate incident of December 30th, 2020. Safarau is gradually responding to treatment at the Aminu Kano University Teaching Hospital, Kano, as she has completed the first stage of her treatment.
Team of experts were assembled comprising of the urogynecologist, the plastic surgeon, as well as the urologist, who took her for surgery. They did what they call perineal reconstructive surgery, and since they came out of the theater, she has been making significant improvement. There has not been any major problems since then. She's improving.
With the way she's going, we are very sure that in no time she'll recover to at least a very good stage where she can be able to live like with her parents.
As for the perpetrators of the ungodly act, the Nigerian police force has yet again arrested a second suspect and made some recoveries.
We recovered the 2 knives they used in cutting out the genital part of the 6-year-old girl. We recovered a Mirinda bottle containing a suspected genital organ, complete vulva, labia majora, labia minora, and the clitoris. It was recovered in the house of the suspected ritualist.
Ya aike ta wani gida ne akan ta je ta kira mar wata yarinya ana ce mata Maryam. Bayan yarinyan ta tafi kiran yarinyan, sai na tambaye shi shin gidan da ka aike ta kira mai suna Maryam din na akwai Maryam, yace babu Maryam, ya san dawowa za ta yi. Da ta zo ta ni kuma na kama ta na shake ta na shiga da ita kangwa.
Though a bad experience, Safarau's parents are optimistic that in no distant time she will be back on her feet and will certainly actualize her dreams and aspiration of becoming a woman of substance amongst her peers.
In jiki dai alhamdulillahi an mata aiki yanzu, goda Allah da gwamnonin da suka taimake mu.
So we are assured by the medical director that the patient is doing very well and she is under good care of both the team of gynecologists.
Meanwhile, the ritualist who demanded for the genitals is still at large.
A desperate word of evil people, and fingers crossed she will get justice. This next one is heartwarming. It's about an elderly woman in Adamawa State whose love for Nigeria's #1 citizen knows no bounds. For this, she has been rewarded. Yusuf Jika tells us more.
Diehard of either a successful businessman, an administrator, politician, artist, or sportsman, among others, always comes with the inner conviction that the role model is exemplary. This is a story of an old woman, Aisha Dahiru, who lives in Jamtari village, some local government area of Adamawa State, whose love for President Muhammad Buhari is unquantifiable. The video, which went viral in the social media, leaves much to be desired by many because of the conviction that President Muhammad Buhari is still performing wonderfully well in the face of daunting economic and security challenges. Worried with her condition and where she lives, an anonymous person through the senior special assistant to the President on Policy Development and Analysis, Ibrahim Papetal Hassan, presented Aisha Dahiru the keys to a well-furnished 2-bedroom flat.
A trending of a woman who admires, who a supporter, a strong supporter of Mr. President, and people took her on social media, trending of how she is finding difficulties
And one of the supporters of Mr. President, who happens to be there, when he saw it, he showed him, and he kept quiet. He now searched for where this woman come from, and he came here, bought a place, built for her, and then gave us to give this particular woman on behalf of Mr. President.
The gesture has given Aisha a new hope in life, and that loyalty, solidarity, and support to a worthy cause always pay.
Wallahi ban taba ba kuma gashi an kwana an tashi gani a ciki yanda na gan ku gani ga kuna da Buhari kawai bukata na ma ya biya.
Beautiful outcome. And just to say, if you love anybody, don't hide it. Let it show. You never can tell, okay? Now, he was a popular face on TV, a veteran broadcaster, and perfect gentleman whose name rings a bell to NTA News viewers back in the day. On the 2nd of this month, he answered the inevitable call to join his ancestors and left for the great beyond. He found a final place at his hometown in Balanga, Gombe State. Momso Dati captured the farewell.
Convergence of friends, associates and colleagues on the First Baptist Church, Abuja. Exchange of condolences. A solemn assembly is all gathered in service of songs and commendations to honor the late Rory Bulus Miller. From one song to another. Testimony or word of encouragement, all in a bid to offer comfort.
He loved God. He served God in the literal sense, wholeheartedly. And I think that is more or less a consolation to me. He wasn't one who would consider either ethnic, religious, or status, whatever background. Rory dealt with people just like they presented themselves to him.
And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. Response.
Here, the Director General and other management staff of the NTA, where the deceased worked until retirement, are fully represented.
Committed staff of NTA, very lively man, very committed, very sociable.
I would advise that the junior ones in NTA should emulate.
A simple man, a gentleman.
I would refer to him as Mr. Current Affairs, because he defined, what current affairs is in the Nigerian Television Authority of today, and in fact in the broadcast industry in Nigeria.
From here, the family stopped over at Just Plateau State, where Rory Miller passed on after a brief illness, to pay their last respects. And lastly, the train moved down to Belengu in Balanga local government area of Gombe State for the final interment. From dust to dust, earth to earth, Miller returns at the age of 66.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
That love of his family. He wants everybody in the family to be all right. He doesn't joke with his children when it comes to education, when it comes to health, his family first.
Very humble, very intelligent, and a very good disciplinarian.
The brother is a loving brother. He's a caring brother.
Nobody has come to him to request for something and he failed to give the person.
The life of Rory Bulus Miller, who started his career with the NTA in 1980, was one of excellence and accomplishment. From NTA Bauchi to Lagos, he rose through the ranks to become the pioneer general manager of NTA Gombe, then the Deputy Director News Network Headquarters and Zonal Director NTA Makudi Network Center. Just was his last port of call before retirement as a Zonal Director in 2018. He will be greatly missed by his wife, Tolu Grace, and 3 sons.
Will be be missed. May his soul rest in peace. Amen. That's our offering this week. I look forward to seeing you again on Sunday night. Have a great week ahead. Good night and God bless Nigeria.
On all our social media platforms, Facebook at NTA Network News, Instagram at NTA Network, Twitter at NTA News Now, YouTube at NTA News Online. All visit www.nta.ng. For live streaming, visit www.nta.ng/live. Now, you can stay updated on the go, be it on your TV, iPhone, laptop, or iPad, or download the NTA mobile application from your Play Store or App Store. NTA, you can beat the rich.